Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 2-3 strength building plank core ab focused class. So there's lots of upper body work in this class. There's a couple of chances to get upside down in pincher and handstand, but the main focus of this class is building strength in those plank positions and in the upper body. I would say if you've got any kind of shoulder issues or wrist things going on, it's not that you can't do this class, it's just you will probably have to modify a bunch of things to work in your practice, which is fine, but just be aware that that will be something that you'll have to do, and if that's something that you're working around, then maybe this is not the class for you. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. I really do like hearing from you. We are going to get started straight away today in a high plank pose. So if there's anything that you need to do to warm up the wrists, get yourself ready, whatever, please do that first. And then I will meet you in a high plank. Starting in a high plank pose, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Extend your legs long unless you're modifying down on your knees. Wherever you are, it's a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Draw the shoulder blades down the back body. Create length through the back of the neck. So it's like a gentle tuck of your chin. You're not jamming your chin in towards your chest, but you're not dropping your face down towards the floor. Engage your thighs to help you lift your pelvis. And you're going to take 5 more breaths here. From here, we're just going to make this shape bigger. So you're going to take a big step forward with your right hand and then a big step forward with your left hand. Coming as far forward as you can, we're still controlling this shape. So we're not letting the pelvis drop down towards the floor. It's thinking about a hollow body hold, except we're on our hands and our feet instead of on our backs. And as you start to get more comfortable in this pose, maybe you can make it a little bit longer still. We're here for another 4 cycles of breath. From here, take an inhale. If you can, both at the same time, you're going to lower your forearms down towards the floor. Walk your toes up a little bit so your shoulders come over your elbows and you're in a forearm plank. If you can, see if you can keep your forearms parallel. Palms can face down towards the floor, or they can face each other. 5 more cycles of breath. Think about drawing your elbows and your toes towards each other. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. Relax your jaw. From here, you're going to angle your right forearm in as much as you need to feel comfortable in your shoulder. Swivel your heels to the right. Option to stack your left foot on top of your right as we come into our side plank. Left hip stacks on top of the right, and then lengthen through your body like you're leaning up against the wall. Three more breaths. Keep lifting the bottom side of your body away from the floor. Take a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to come straight to the other side. So left forearm finds the floor. Find an angle that's good for you. Set up your alignment on the second side and take 6 long deep breaths. Right forearm is going to come back down to the floor, parallel those forearms, and then you're going to walk your feet towards your elbows, coming into your dolphin pose. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this shape accessible. Try and keep your shoulders stacked above your elbows, and then let your head hang. Maybe shake your head yes, no. And once again, as you settle into this pose, maybe you can create some more length through your hamstrings. Maybe you can walk your toes up a little bit closer to your face. We got 3 more breaths here. From here, you're going to bend your knees so they hover above the floor. So now we're in like a forearm bear pose. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten your legs, come back into your dolphin. Inhale, come into this little forearm bear. And then exhale, straighten into dolphin. We're going to do 3 more. Take an inhale in your dolphin. This time as you exhale, lift the forearms from the mat, coming into your downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, see if you can go both at the same time, lower your forearms back down to the mat. As you exhale, press the floor away, lift the elbows. And then as you inhale, come back down into your dolphin pose. We've got 3 more. See if you can keep your elbows pointing towards the back of the room as much as you can. Really target those triceps. We're going to come back down into our dolphin pose. Bend your knees, get really springy. So send your hips back towards your heels. Look to the top of the mat. We're going to hop into a forward fold. So as you hop your feet forward, lift your elbows, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, generous bend in the knees, fold forward. Drop your tail towards the floor, ground down through your feet, and then start to roll yourself all the way up to standing. My mind totally just blanked on all the words I wanted to say. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step your right leg back, drop the knee, untuck the toe. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, keep the hands floating if you can. Straighten your front leg as you sweep the arms to the back of the room for a modified half split. Inhale, come back into your low lunge, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, sweep the arms back. We've got 3 more. See if you can send both hips back evenly. Your tendency will be to want to kick over towards the right. See if you can shift your weight a little bit towards the left. Inhale, come into your low lunge. Tuck under your back toes. Take an exhale. You're going to lift the back knee. Inhale here in your crescent lunge. As you exhale, we're going to sweep all the way into warrior 3, coming straight into the fire. Arms come back, right leg lifts. Inhale, we're coming back into a double lunge. So deep bend in the right knee, bend in the left knee. The right knee's hovering above the mat. And then as you exhale, sweep forward, warrior 3 variation. We do 3 more like that. Inhale into your double lunge. You can modify with crescent if you need. Exhale, warrior 3. 2 more. You'll come back into your double lunge, take an inhale. As you exhale, set the back knee down. Untuck the toes, take 1 more inhale, maybe baby back bend. And then as you exhale, hands find the floor, step back, high plank pose. Feet a little bit wider will make this easier. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, draw your right hip down slightly as you tap your right hand to your left shoulder. And then inhale, sit it down. Exhale, tap the left hand to the right shoulder. Inhale, sit it down. You're going to keep alternating nice and slow just like this. Your aim is to try and keep your hips as stable as you can and try and avoid shifting side to side as much as you can. You'll shift a little bit. You don't have to be dead still, but we're trying not to just sway all over the place. We do 3 more on each side. Come into your plank pose. Inhale, shift forward as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come back to your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. We're going for 3 more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. You're going to take baby steps all the way up to the top. Trying to keep your legs relatively straight, getting a nice stretch in through your hamstrings. Once you arrive at the top, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step your left leg back, lower the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, keep the hands lifted, hips back, straighten the right leg, half split variation. Inhale into your Anjaneyasana. Exhale, shift it back. We're going to take 3 more like this. Come forward into your lunge, tuck under your back toes, take an inhale. As you exhale for the first one, we're going to come up into crescent lunge. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, come forward into your warrior 3. As you inhale, step the left foot down, deep bend in the left knee, hover it above the mat, double lunge. As you exhale, come into your warrior 3. Inhale, come back into your double lunge. 3 more. Inhale into your double lunge. Exhale, set the knee down. Inhale, nice deep breath in, maybe a little back bend. And then as you exhale, hands find the floor. Come into your high plank pose. We're going to take that long plank again. So either stepping the feet forward, the feet back, or the hands forward, depending where you're orientated on your mat. Coming into your hollow plank hold. Sliding on my towel. Okay, we're going to take shoulder taps from here. So if this is enough, you can hold here. Otherwise, you can come back to a regular plank. Otherwise, same as before, we're trying to stabilize that sway of the body as much as we can. You'll take an inhale. As you exhale, this time you're going to take the right hand, reach it back behind you. And then inhale, set it back down long in front of you. As you exhale, take the left hand, reach it back behind you. Inhale, set it down long in front of you. We're going to keep going side to side. Maybe each time you set the hand down, you try and set it down a centimeter further forward, slowly lengthening out this shape more and more. We're going to do 3 more each side. Come back into your long plank. From here, you're going to drop your elbows down. We're going to walk ourselves back into our dolphin pose. Again, if dolphin is enough, you can stay here. You can keep your forearms parallel, or you can interlace your hands, which is where I'm going. We're coming into our dolphin push-ups. As you inhale, you'll shift forward. See if you can tap your nose beyond your hands, and then exhale, bring it back. Inhale, shift forward, tap. Exhale, bring it back. We're going for 18 more. Take as many breaks as you need and keep working those shoulders. Keep working those elbows underneath the shoulders.
5 more. Always gets my forearms and I don't know why. From here, you'll parallel your arms, come back into your dolphin pose, bend the knees, take an inhale. As you exhale, hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, drop the tail, roll all the way up to standing. As you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Option for a second chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top of your mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Option second chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Listen for the change. Option downward dog or dolphin. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog or dolphin. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. One more round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog or dolphin. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. As you exhale, keep your chair pose. Sweep your arms back. Draw your right knee into your chest. Single leg chair. Inhale, arms forward, chair pose. As you exhale, left knee to chest. Sweep the arms back. Single leg chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, arms back. Right knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, arms back. Left knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Keep sinking low in your chair. We've got 3 more on each side. Inhale, come into your chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, step back, plank pose. Ground down through your right palm. Swivel your heels to the right. Side plank pose. You can stack the feet or you can stagger them. You might stay right here. Otherwise, left arm reaches overhead. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, think about bringing the left toes towards the hand. So don't bring the hand down. Bring the toes up. And then inhale, side plank. Exhale, bring the left toes up. Inhale, reach it long. We're going to go for 8 more of these. One more. Keep your left leg floating. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're coming to the other side, but keep the left leg floating. So the left hand comes down. Shoot the left leg underneath you. Now we're in a side plank with the left leg floating, but now it's the bottom leg. We're going to do the same thing. So inhale, reach long with the right arm. As you exhale, this time the left foot comes to meet the right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bottom foot, top hand. Inhale, lengthen. We've got 8 more. Really ground down through your right foot to engage your right inner thigh to help you here. 2 more. Take an inhale, come into a side plank, maybe stack the feet. And then as you exhale, come through your plank pose. Take an inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, come down into chaturanga. We're going to hold. You can lower the knees here if you need to. If you're feeling good, as you exhale, you'll float the right toes off, point them behind you. Inhale, set them down. Exhale, float the left toes off, point them behind you. Inhale, set them down. Just 4 more on each side, nice and slow. Remember, you can do this from your knees. Take an inhale in your chaturanga. Exhale, press the floor away. And then inhale, come into your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Take a nice deep exhale. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, ground down through the left palm. And then inhale, sweep the right arm up. Stack or stagger the feet. Remember, you can stay right here. Otherwise, take a nice deep inhale. Reach the right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, right foot comes towards the right hand. Inhale, lengthen it long. Exhale, tap the foot to the hand in front of you. Inhale, reach it long. 8 more here. You could also do this from your forearm if your wrists are bugging you. One more. Take an inhale in your side plank. Keep your right leg off the ground. As you exhale, right hand finds the floor. Shoot that right leg underneath you, coming to side plank on the other side. But now the right leg is floating. Take an inhale, sweep that left arm up and overhead. And then as you exhale, see if you can tap the toes to the hand in front of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hand, toes meet the hand. Inhale, lengthen. We've got 8 more. Last one. Inhale, come into your side plank. And then as you exhale, come through center. Take an inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, chaturanga. This time you're going to bend the right knee like a donkey kick. Inhale, tap the knee to the floor. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, tap. Exhale, donkey kick. Just 3 more. Listen carefully. Keep your donkey kick. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press up through plank and then all the way back into a downward dog. Open that right hip. Take a nice deep inhale. Take a nice deep exhale. You're going to square off that hip. Take an inhale, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale it to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. 3 more each side. Step back, high plank pose. Other side, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your left knee like a donkey kick. Inhale, tap the knee to the floor. Exhale, donkey kick. 4 more. Remember, the right knee can be down on the floor. Last one, keep your donkey kick, take an inhale. As you exhale, press through plank and then all the way to your downward dog. Open up that left hip, take a nice deep inhale and a nice deep exhale. On your next inhale, square off the hips, 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, left knee taps left elbow. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. 4 more each side. Step it back into your plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of your mat. Step walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. As you exhale, single leg chair, draw the right knee into the chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, it's a little donkey kick behind you, engage the glute. Inhale, draw the knee to the chest. Exhale, little donkey kick behind. Inhale to the chest. So nothing else in your body has changed. It's just your right leg that's moving from a knee to chest to a little donkey kick. The rest of your body is still in chair pose, more or less. We've got 5 more here. You're going to hold that right knee to chest. We're going to come all the way to standing with the right knee in towards the chest. Take your arms wherever is most comfortable for you. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to see if we can raise onto the ball of the left foot, ground down through the right of the left big toe, and then inhale, set it down. Exhale, single leg heel raise, ground down evenly through the whole ball of the foot, and then inhale, set it down. This is really good for ankle stability. We're going to do, let's go for 7 more. Try and make sure that you're not just dropping out through that outside ankle. Keep drawing the right knee into the chest. We've got 3 more. From here, you're going to inhale, come into your warrior 3, reach your arms out in front of you. As you exhale, we're going to come into a Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior 3. We've just got 3 more. Last one, we're going to stay down here in our Shiva squat. You could stay here. Otherwise, left hand reaches back for the outside edge of the right foot. Step 1 would be sinking your hips back and trying to just extend that right leg off to the left. Maybe your right hand is down. Otherwise, you can start to sink down, down, down towards a dragon squat. It's like a really complicated pistol squat with or without the use of your hands. And now we're going to try and reverse that again with or without the use of your hands. So you'll start to lift your hips, bend in through that right knee, unravel yourself all the way up to standing. Left leg is on fire. Don't worry if that didn't happen for you. Hands to heart center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're coming into drinking bird. So hinge yourself all the way forward as if you were coming into standing splits, but see if you can keep your hands at your heart. Option to stay here. Otherwise, if you want to play with some handstand hops or if you have a handstand practice, great place to add that in here. Hopefully I don't skittle out over that little wall. Wherever you are, you're going to take 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, we meet forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, come into your chair pose. As you exhale, keep the chair, but the left knee comes to the chest. Inhale here. As you exhale, little donkey kick back behind you, engage the glute. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, little donkey kick. Inhale, knee to chest. We've got 8 more. Draw the left knee to the chest. Come all the way to standing. Hands to wherever is most comfortable for you. Take an inhale. Keep drawing that left knee into the chest. As you exhale, raise up onto the right toes. Control that ankle. And then inhale, set it down. You can always hold on to a wall here if you need to. Exhale, heel raise on the right. Inhale, set it down. We've got 8 more. Try and go nice and slow. Try and keep extension through your right knee. And try not to drop out through your right hip. So there's a lot going on. This is actually a really, really hard movement to do. One more. From here, we're going to inhale, coming all the way into our warrior three. Sweep the arms forward. As you exhale, tuck the left knee behind the right, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, Shiva squat. Keep grounding down through your right big toe without just death gripping the mat with your toes. We've got 3 more. Last one, we're going to stay down in our Shiva squat. Option to grab a hold of the left foot with the right hand. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to send the hips back more. Maybe try and extend the left knee. And then maybe you're dropping your hips all the way down towards the floor like a pistol squat with or without the hands. And then we'll try and reverse it. So hips start to lift. Left knee starts to tuck behind you. Come back through your Shiva squat all the way to standing, hands to heart. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to come into our drinking bird. So lever yourself forward like you're coming into standing splits. Feel free to hang out here. Otherwise, once again, you can play with your handstand hops on this side. And one side will probably be easier than the other. I encourage you to practice both. And when you're ready, we'll all come back through that drinking bird standing split and then set the left foot down. On an inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, dolphin pose. Once again, you can hang out here. You could go towards a headstand. Otherwise, Pincha Mayurasana if it's in your practice. Once again, I'm really hoping that I nail this, otherwise I'm going to land on this little wall. So much about inversions is psychological. And wherever you are, we're going to make our way back into a forearm plank. You're going to walk your feet forward so that we're back in that little bear pose, that forearm bear. So it's like a break dancer, but on our forearms. So your left arm is going to lift as your right leg kicks through to the left side of the mat. And then you'll inhale, come back through your little forearm bear. As you exhale, kick your left leg off to the right as your right hand lifts. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right leg kicks left. Inhale through center. Exhale, left leg kicks right. Inhale through center. You do 3 more on each side. And then you'll come back into your little forearm bear. You're going to keep the legs as they are. You're going to go left palm, right palm. Now you're in a bear pose. I just need to fix my mat. And then you'll go left forearm, right forearm. Right palm, left palm, right forearm, left forearm. So now we've added our little commandos into our bear. Your quads are probably on fire. You're welcome. We're going to do one more with each side leading. We meet in our forearm bear. Step yourself back into your forearm plank. And then from here, you're going to lower your knees, lower your thighs, pull yourself through into your Sphinx pose. Take a nice deep inhale and take a nice deep exhale. One more breath here. From here, you're going to tuck under your toes, take an inhale. Think about lifting your knees first, gentle engagement of your belly. And then as you exhale, you lift your hips back up, coming into your forearm plank. Nearly there. You're going to angle your right forearm in as much as you need to feel comfortable. Swivel to the outside edge of your right foot. We're just going to take little hip dips. So as you inhale, you'll dip your right hip towards the mat. Try not to just collapse your chest down. So think about sliding against the wall. And then as you exhale, pick it up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, pick it up. We've got 8 more. Come through center and take it straight to the other side. Set yourself up on the left as you inhale, dip. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, pick it up. You've got 8 more. From here, we're going to come back to our right side. And let me see if I can get this right. So we're going to take those toe taps and we're going to add something onto them. So as you exhale, you're going to tap your left toes to your left hand. And then you're going to step your left toes back behind you. It's like a baby wild thing. You're going to lift your right foot now and see if you can tap your hand. So it's a little combo. Side plank, left toes tap left hand. Plant the left foot behind you, lift the right foot, tap the hand. Side plank, left toes tap, baby wild thing, right toes tap. Left toes, right toes. We're going to do 6 more. One more. Come through center, straight to the other side. Ground down through your left forearm. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right toes tap the right hand. Step the right toes behind you. It's like a baby wild thing. And then lift the left toes. See if you can tap the right hand. Set it down. Right toes tap. Step them behind. Left toes tap. You've got 8 more on this side. And you'll come back through your forearm plank. Walk yourself up into dolphin. Press the floor away. Downward facing dog. Look towards the top of your mat. Step, walk, or float through to a seat. Last little hard thing that we're going to do here You're going to sit up really nice and tall. If you were close to a wall, you could bring yourself close to a wall. It will make it harder, but it's actually kind of better. Hands can be at the hips or hands can be behind the head. Lengthen through the back of the neck, ground down through the sits bones, active through your legs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, think about lifting the heel before the knee as you float your right leg off the mat. It won't come very far. And then inhale, control it down. Exhale, engage your quad. Think about the heel lifting first, and then inhale, set it down. We're going to keep alternating just like that. Try and stay nice and tall through your spine. If you need to set your hands down beside you for a little bit of extra support, you can. And the reason that I'm saying think about lifting your heel before your knee is because we really want to engage the quad. If you kind of lift the knee first and then lift the heel, you kind of miss that initial inner range action of the quad, which is really what we're going through here in this exercise. We do 3 more on each side. From here, you'll inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead, and then as you exhale, fold forward any amount over your toes. We're going to bring this down pretty quickly. And then from here, you're going to keep your right leg long. Draw your left knee up in towards your chest, really tall. You might stay here. Otherwise, heron pose, interlacing your fingers around the sole of your left foot. Keep that nice tall spine, and then extend your left leg any amount. So I would rather that you kept a really bent left leg as opposed to just slumping back into this sort of a position, like rocking off your sit bones. You're going to miss the stretch in your hamstrings, which is what we're aiming for here. And from here, wherever you are, you're going to deliver your left foot to the outside of your right leg. Take your left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, come into your twist, twisting towards the left. And then you'll unwind yourself, coming to the other side. So draw that right heel in towards the glute. And again, this might be enough work just sitting up nice and tall here. Otherwise, hands interlace underneath the sole of the right foot and extending that right leg out in front of you any amount. From wherever you are, you'll take the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Take the right hand behind you. Inhale, sweep the left arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, come into your twist. And then from here, you'll unwind yourself. If you like to finish your practice in Shavasana, please start to make your way down towards the floor. Otherwise, coming into a simple cross-legged position, taking any other movements that you feel like you need to before you finish your class. Wherever you are, I encourage you to turn your palms up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then a big open mouth exhale, let it all go. As always, please feel free to stay here for as long as you have time for, or as long as what serves you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.